Hey, this is just a quick video on something I've been wanting to experiment on for a little while, and that's sealing the bottom of one of my backpacks with some Flex Seal. I wasn't sure if putting it on with a brush would be better than doing the spray-on stuff. I may apply that tactic as I go here, but I saw brown color that I was not aware was available. I thought it was kind of white and black. I saw this and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. It's kind of a cheapy backpack. The bottom is just very light material. Gets wet, you know, setting it down in the morning dew and stuff, and you know, then your stuff gets wet in there, and condensation and foggy lenses and things like that. And so I just thought I'd give it a try. We'll see how that goes. I won't bore you with masking it off and everything, but I'll show you what I did right before I'm going to spray it. And then, like I said, I may spray it on and then work it in a little bit to the material with a foam brush or something too. We'll see. But kind of play that by ear. But here we go. All right, ready to go. So here's what happened. I kind of taped around the perimeter of the base, leaving the seams exposed because I figured it can't hurt to reinforce and seal up those seams a little bit, which is with painter's tape. And then I just stuffed the whole thing inside a garbage bag, covered up, and then taped again over with painter's tape. So just going to give it a go here. Double check my seams a little bit here. Sure that my tape probably came off in a few spots. It's not... I let it sit for a bit, so I just wanted to make sure the tape was adhered reasonably. So I've shaken this stuff up considerably. Actually shook it, went to get the mail while walking, shaking it, and on the way back. And that's a bit of a walk up down the block. So we'll spray this stuff on and we'll kind of work it in with a foam brush and see how that works. It actually seems to be covering it pretty nicely already. I'm putting it on heavy enough that I see coverage, but I don't want to have it running. I mean, when it comes right down to it, I don't really care. Just used to spraying stuff that way. So, that seems to have covered decent. I'm going to let that dry overnight, or if I feel it later, and it recommends that you let it cure for 24 hours prior to submerging in water anyways. Let's see here. Yeah, allow 24 to 48 hours to dry between coats. Fully cures in 48 hours. So we'll check back tomorrow, see how it is, and maybe slap another coat on there. All right, second coat. See how it's actually covered pretty good already, but we'll give it another coat. There we go. It's on there pretty good. I ended up not using the foam brush because it seemed to kind of, as I was spraying the first coat on, I could tell it was kind of soaking into the fabric and showing me fabric texture. So I felt that the coverage was pretty good. And I mean, this isn't going to be a fix-all miraculous thing to do, but it'll offer some protection, you know, setting the pack down on the wet ground and stuff. And you'll notice the base is kind of stiff because I cut out a piece of cardboard kind of in the shape, roughly, the shape of the the bottom of the backpack just to kind of hold it somewhat rigid while I put a coating on it. And there's a few spots that look like they got a little bit of a hole here and there. I'm going to see how these 2 coats cover, and then I may tape the inside and try to hit those spots a little heavier again, just to, well, and then the whole thing, of course, to even it out. But we'll see. Maybe one more coat, but we'll check back after this has time to dry. All right, well, next day. Put a couple of coats on here, took off the masking tape and the protective bag and everything, and pulled the cardboard out of the inside. And overall, I'd have to say I'm pretty happy with it. I might put another coat on it. It's pretty flexible and durable. Doesn't crack, it's nice and, it's definitely an improvement to what I had. So I would say it works pretty good. I don't plan on submerging the bag in water. It's supposed to be, it's not a dry bag. It's just keep things from inside, because it just seems like it, over time, you go out on a trip and it tends to wick into your items inside. And, you can't, I guess I could stick a dry bag in there too, with my stuff in it. But, just for day trips and stuff, just a little extra peace of mind. And I just wanted to experiment with it and maybe show people that it can be done and it works. I might put more on. There appears to be a little wear spot right here. I don't know, well, you can see that on the camera, but tiny little hole there. I'm going to maybe back that with some tape from the inside and hit this another time or so. But overall, I'm content. It did what I was trying to accomplish, and I was mainly wondering how it was going to hold up to all the, this type of stuff, see if it would crack. And it may over time, but if it does, maybe slap another coat on, or maybe it's just time to get another bag. I don't know, but this was a relatively cheap bag to experiment with to begin with. So anyways, that's how it turned out. I don't know if you're planning to do it, or if you're just looking into it out of curiosity, or want to experiment with it, but that's what you can expect, I would say. Not bad. I'd do it again. In fact, I have another bag like this that I might do, just because I got a lot left in the can. It didn't take much at all to do just this. And of course, you could do a whole bag if you wanted, but if I was going to do that, I would just get a dry bag or a cover for it or something. This is just mainly for setting it on the ground, keeping things dry. Anyways, there you go. Hope that was informative and helpful to someone out there, and thanks for watching.